Hi friends, welcome to the Unit 4 Day 1 video. In Unit 4 we're going to talk about exponential and logarithmic functions, starting with just one-to-one functions, and one-to-one functions are where every element from the range corresponds to only one element of the domain, and vice versa. So for a function to be one-to-one, essentially it has for each x variable, each x input gives us a unique y output, and for each y input gives us a unique x output. So there is no kind of repetition between the numbers. So this is a one-to-one graph. It passes both the vertical line test and the horizontal line test. So if a function passes the vertical line test, then if it passes the horizontal line test, then we know it's also one-to-one. So if you look down here below, I have an example of a function that is not one-to-one. So a quadratic is not, but this cubic is one-to-one. So example 1, just looking at these, you should be able to quickly identify whether or not they are one-to-one functions. So using the horizontal line test means this graph here, if this graph here is one-to-one as we go through, there we go. Is it one-to-one? So because this graph, and it does continue on here forever like that, because this graph does not intersect at more than one point in the horizontal line test, this is one-to-one. For B, this one is also one-to-one. Now, it looks like it gets really, like, at some point here that it's going to intersect more than once. It doesn't. It does get very close, but it will not intersect more than once. C is not one-to-one. Not one-to-one. And neither is D. And the reason that these are not one-to-one is because they intersect. They intersect more than once if I do a horizontal line test. Join me in the next video as we then jump into finding inverse functions and then finding them.